Okay, today I'm going to make a veggie pizza, and I'm going to use peppers and onions, fresh cut tomatoes and olives, homemade pizza dough, basil and oregano, garlic, low-fat part-skim mozzarella. Turn my stove on. Well, first we're going to saute our vegetables, a little olive oil, and I'm going to chop up some onions. Then we're going to put it in the pan. I'm going to chop up our peppers, orange, or red, and the yellow. Okay. I'm going to saute those up so they're about half cooked, because they're going to cook in the oven too. We're going to set that aside and make our dough. Okay, first we're going to take our ball of dough. We're going to flatten it out a little bit. Then we're going to dust our board with a little bit of cornmeal. I like to use cornmeal because it makes the pizza real crisp. And now we're going to work the dough. You just want to get this to about 14-inch circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. I usually start it with my fingers, and then I start rolling it with the rolling pin. Now we're going to start working it with our hands. And what you want to do is you want to use your knuckles, not your fingers. Your fingers will go right through the dough. Now when you get it to the size you want to put it back on your board. And if there's any holes in it, you can just patch them right here. Now a little trick I do is when I'm done with this, I pop it in the oven for 2 minutes, and that'll make it easier to get off the board once all the toppings are on. After 2 minutes in the oven, you're ready to put your toppings on. Instead of a tomato base, I'm going to use garlic and olive oil. I'm going to use fresh oregano and fresh basil. Okay, now we're going to take our vegetables, which we've pre-cooked, and spread them out, not quite to the end. Take some tomatoes and some olives. And now we're going to go for the cheese. I use a part skim, low-fat mozzarella. And you don't really need that much. It'll still be flavorful. And that's it. Now we're ready to put it in the oven. You're going to shake it just to make sure it's loose. And I don't use a pizza brick. I put it right in my oven, right on the rack. Put it in there for about 10 minutes. You've got pizza.